Hello, back again. This time with something a little bit different. Not done one of these unboxings since I got the expansion through for 5 Minute Dungeon, Curses Fall again. Picked this up off eBay, Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire. I've been meaning to get into it because I quite like the idea of like a very small, like you bring the board with you, you bring your warband with you in your deck, and you can just play it wherever you like sort of game. It's supposed to be quite fast paced and quite tactical. I managed to track down the original base game because apparently some of the cards in it are actually better than some of the later cards, but I didn't really want to get an advantage or be lacking an advantage if I'm playing anyone sort of thing. I wanted to have the full range of options. But I am planning, hopefully, on picking up the next expansion for this one called Night Vault and the different warbands as well. I do have one of the warbands I bought a while ago, the undead one, the first undead one, which I'll hopefully be using as well. But I think the main idea, obviously, is to see what it's like first of all, because this game comes with a couple of warbands in it, so it's like a 2-player starter set right away. As I said, it's hard to print now, so I've had to track it down off of eBay, which means it is second hand. I've not had a chance to have a look into it just yet. I'm going to bring it around so you guys can have a look at the back of the box. Quite like this idea, the two boards. What I've been reading of it, you can put these boards together wherever you want, like as long as the edges kind of line up and everything, and that's your play area. So you've got like 4 people on one team and 3 on another, or depending on what your warband size is, I suppose. Yeah, so you've got build your warband, construct your deck, and then obviously defeat your rivals. I think the idea I like of it as well is that kind of deck building element to it, because you can mix and match cards as long as they're a kind of generic default card. You can mix and match them from any of the warband decks by the sound of it, although some of them obviously are, like equipments and stuff, are matched to the characters themselves. I have some card sleeves on hand, standard white ones. I'm just going to test them for size to see what they are. Now you can buy specific sleeves for them, but I'm not sure I'd be able to pick up the ones for the actual characters now, with this being quite older, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm just going to have a bit of a jump cut while we open the box. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to open it as I go. So I'm struggling to. Come on, you. There you go. Right, so let's see. Obviously, with it being second hand, it'll be quite interesting to see what kind of condition the stuff's in as well. So that's the inside the box. Put that back there so we can still see the thing. With the instructions on the top. Models look push fit, so that's pretty good. I don't need any glue. It's pretty good. There's your rulebook. We'll see. Get you a bit of the. Oh, it's quite good. I'm coming into this quite late. So these warbands here, Sepulchral Guard, Spikeclaw Swarm, these came out afterwards. Obviously, it was already setting it up to be ready for them. That's kind of cool. Tells you what the full rules. So I've watched a couple of Let's Play or Watch It Played videos, like how it's played sort of thing. So I do know the basics. Have a quick walk through them. It's not really all that. Hopefully, it's not all that complex to play. At the minute, I've just got my lovely wife to play it with, so I kind of want a game where it's not massively complex. Obviously, we're both learning it. Right, so game boards. Let's see how big they actually are. So that's double-sided. It's quite cool. Okay, so let's see if we can't make a bit of space and put it onto the camera. So that's one. Double-sided of it. Oh wow, that's actually quite a small area. If I bring the camera up, you guys can see it's not a very big play area at all. Apparently you can, it doesn't have to be like that, you can be slightly off center as long as 3 hexes match up, or you could do, apparently you could do like just like a long board, so you just do that. Well, it's not too bad actually. I mean, let's flip them over. Oh, sorry for anybody. with the motion sickness. I'm just trying to show you the... Yeah, that's an alternate. So it's not actually all that big a board, really. I think I can understand why I've seen people play this in Bugman's Bar. I thought the reason maybe a custom board or something, but that you could easily, I mean, if you were sat at a bar like that, table like that, person on the side, obviously pop it in the middle a bit like that, that would be easily done. That's quite good, actually. I quite like how, quite like that. That's very compact. It's very cool. Okay, so that's the boards. Just put them over there for now. They do fold, so that's kind of cool. Fit in the box better that way. Not at all. Right, so let's have a look. Let's adjust the camera there. Right, so guessing inside the paper there is the models. Oh, that's good. They're already bagging it up. That's I like that. Tokens. More tokens. More tokens. I think they're the victory tokens, because they're the ones when they're gold you've earned them, and when they're grey you spent them to play an upgrade. But it doesn't mean that you can't still use them or something. There's your dice. More attack dice than defence dice. I thought they'd be an even of both. Because they're the attack ones, they're the defence ones. Yeah, I thought they'd be 4 of both. Okay, fair enough. Guess defence isn't that big a thing. Damage counters, I'm guessing, with the blood red. Okay. Some hexes underneath everything. Just gonna leave the models in there for the moment. Oh, these are the objective ones. Okay, so I think these are the ones. Or is that the scatter? You place them face down, and then these ones aren't. Some of them have numbers on the side, some of them don't. So that one has numbers, and that one, yeah. So I'm guessing because with the objectives, you're supposed to put them like face down. You should basically shuffle and you get 5. You put them face down, and then you flip them up so they appear randomly on the board, so you don't know where the objectives are to go and grab them. Yeah. Empty paper. Okay, fair enough. It feels like it's got models in. So there's we should be careful with it. Okay, so small objective style hexes. Okay. Objective hexes. Here's the cards for the decks. So, they've all been mixed in. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, so that's a bit annoying because it says, like this one, open this when you play your first game. This pack includes your fighters, an objective deck, and a power deck. But then there's extra cards. Don't open this until you've played a few games. Obviously, don't know what's what. I'll see if I can go on the internet and find a basic starter list or anything. Right, so here's the heroes then. These are like the Bloodbound heroes, and the Stormcast. So what you've got Steelheart's Champions, I think this Stormcast are called, versus Garrick's Reavers. So here are the basic cards. You've got fighter rolls. That's the how much they can move. That's their attack, and that's their damage for their attacks, and that's their inspire abilities. So if you roll a shield or a critical when the target of an attack to defend, you flip the card over and they've got inspired. Which basically means they do more damage and more attacks, I think, on that front. Then you've got Severin Steelheart, whose inspire condition exactly the same. You've got Oberyn the Bold. What was the first one called? First one's called Ankarad Bright Shield. Okay. The Bold with a big hammer. Looks like they gain an extra type of attack as well. That's kind of cool. So you've got, for the Khorne guys, you've got Casters the Chained. At least 3 fighters are out of action. They seem to dodge, not have shields for the defense. That's kind of cool. Which makes more sense. That's his inspired. Arnulf. All of the inspire actions seem to be the same, so at least 3 fighters are out of action. because obviously I guess the thing for Khorne is it doesn't care. Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows, as the old thing goes. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll go through all the cards, but we'll have a quick look. Great strength. I'm guessing there's like power cards and attack cards. Final blow. Kind of mixed in. So obviously that probably pretty clearly says that's for they restricted the character as well. So restricted to Khorne, restricted to character. So these must be the enhancement abilities that you can use, but are only restricted to specific characters. Okay, so they're not as mixed in as I thought, because you've got... my cat is after some attention. You've got... all the Khorne ones seem to have been put together, so that's good. Hold objective 5. Okay, God, I'm sorry. You're not seeing most of these because we're moving it too far away. Khorne cares not. Score this in an end phase if 5 or more fighters are out of action. Considering there's only 4 people in your warband, that's going to be including the enemy ones as well, I'm guessing. So that's how much the victory points, glory points that's worth. Okay. You've got Annihilation. Score this in end phase if all enemy fighters have been taken out of action. That just seems like it's going to be massively hard to pull off. 2 or more of your warbands are entirely out of action. 2 more warbands. So it's more than a 2-player game? There's 2 boards. Unless people bring their own other boards. Hold objective 4, hold objective 3. So if the end phase you're holding objective 3, you get the extras. Okay. I'm sure it's worth 3 or 6, 3, 4, or 8. Worthy skull. Killed well, he died well. Khorne shall save his offering. Score this in the end phase of your warband took an enemy leader out of action in the preceding action phase. Okay. Quite cool. Very thematic. I quite like that. Right. Okay. So go through them, and then we'll go into the Stormcast a little bit. So lightning strike. Score this immediately if an enemy fighter is taken out of action by a charge action made by one of your fighters. Okay, because a charge is like a move and an attack. Okay. Score this in the third end phase if none of your fighters are out of action. That's in the third end phase if none of your fighters... That's like the end of the game. That's never going to happen. Like, never ever going to happen. You'd be very lucky to get that to pull off. Let's move this around a bit. Right, so... Slayer of Tyrants. Score this in the end phase if your warband took an enemy leader out of the action. So it's the same as the Worthy Skull one. Okay. Righteous Zeal. +1 damage to the first attack action with a range of 1 or 2 in the next activation. Okay. Healing Potion. Shield Bash. Restricted to the one with the shield, which makes sense. Lightning Blade. Restricted to several. Steelheart himself. Gets a special attack. These ones I think are what I think they're called ploys. So you play these. You can play these after you made your normal activation thing like moving. And you go, oh, well, I'm going to play this. And then your opponent gets to play one and so on. Okay. Choose 2 fighters that are adjacent to each other and switch them. That's kind of cool. So that'd be battle-wide sort of thing. Okay. Choose an enemy fighter, push them 1 hex in any direction. Enemy fighters cannot support the target. Okay. Also very cool. So, yeah. No idea about most of these, to be honest with you. I guess we have to learn them. Right, okay. So what else is in the box? We have a leaflet. This was just the beginning. Oh, it's a could play Age of Sigmar. Well, you can't get that box set anymore, actually. The Thunder and Blood box set, you can't get it anymore. They discontinued it, just like this, I suppose. What's this? Oh, quick start sheet. Fantastic. I was actually going to look see if we could find one of these on the internet to print off. Brilliant. It's like a summary sheet. It just tells you what you need to do in each phase. Fantastic. Okay, so that's all the paperwork looked at. I think we should look at the models. If my cat will stop messing around. Right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look what we got. Do this one first. This one. Paper. Oh dear. Not massively well protected, but it's not too bad. I suppose with them all being push fit, there's less for them to get broke. I was a bit worried about that, to be honest with you, but no, it's not too bad. They were packed in with the other paper as well. So here's, what are they called? Dudes. Big axe, very cool. Very nicely posed, actually. That's quite cool. I'm loving the kind of barbarian kind of feel. That's very cool. And you've got that dude with his axe and knife. Okay. Okay. Got the leaders in the other packet with them. I can see a bit where they've used maybe a little bit too much glue just there, but not too bad. Details a bit soft in some places though. Well, that's the glue, or well, I'm not sure. Quite like them. They're quite cool. Let's see if we can't put them up a bit just to show them off. So that's how they'd be in the actual hexes. Very cool. Okay, so then you've got there Garrick's Reavers. This is Steel Hearts Champions. That's the dude with the big axe. Quite liking the bases are already pre-detailed. That's kind of cool. Just means you paint over them. That's very nice there. Even if I don't actually end up playing them, or maybe carrying on playing it, it'd be nice to know that there's a, you know, you got the detail there. If I ever want to just maybe just paint them, that could be cool. Yeah. With the shield, female Stormcast, very cool. Again, a little bit too much glue. Shouldn't really use that much glue on it. It's a push fit. I'll see if I can do it with that. But very interesting to paint these because I'm going to try and paint them. Oh, he's undercoated that one black. For some reason they've undercoated this one black. That's going to make it exceptionally hard to paint. It is the colour scheme that's on there. I'm going to try and paint them as close as I can to the actual colour scheme used on the boxes. Just because I feel that it's, with them being specific characters, I feel like that's who they are, that's their colour schemes. I know I've seen them on the internet of different people painting them different ways and stuff like that. I think I'll try and paint them as close as I can to on the boxes. Obviously, I'm not an heavy metal painter, I'm not studio painter, so it's going to be a much worse version of such, but still, that's going to be very tricky with him being black. So as you can see from the colour scheme from the guy up here, he's one of the poster boy ones, so he's gold and blue. Oh, I really don't like painting metal that much. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Oh well, that should be fine. But yeah, so that was the contents of the box. As far as I'm aware, it's all there. I've not actually, I must admit, I've not checked. The eBay listing did mark it as complete. And it's turned up in quite good condition, to be honest. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'll probably put these into the rotation to be painted, because they would be quite cool to get them painted. We also don't need to play. That's quite cool. For now, I'll just probably pop them back in the box, wrap them up, keep them safe, try and figure out what decks are the original starting decks. Yeah, and then see if we get these guys painted up, and then we'll maybe get the undead guys painted up. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I know it's been a bit of a longer video. unboxing video. It felt good. So see you later. Just realised I didn't test what I was going to test with the deck sleeves. So these are standard deck sleeves. Yeah, doing quite well. These are for the Magic the Gathering size cards, so that's good. So have a quick look if they should all be the same size, I should think. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Cool. That means I don't necessarily need to get them sleeved up in the specific Age of Sigmar ones. I can just buy some for these. Fantastic. Right. Now, actually, see you later, guys.